Welcome to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, home of the Panthers, in a program built on the backs of legends like Tony Dorsett, Hugh Green, Mark May, and Mike Ditka. Give it the toughness that is epitomized by anyone who plays in the Steel City. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the California Golden Bears taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it. Golden Bears will kick it away to start us off. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Panthers offense will have plenty of work to do after that return was bottled up. And as we look out on the field, here comes the man who makes it all go, and that's this quarterback.
Yeah, and he's big time. That's why he's up for all these awards. He's known. Everybody knows exactly what he brings to the table. He can run it. He can throw it. They're expecting a big day from this young fella.
Back to pass, it's Holstein. Fires to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. So the Cal Bears offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. Looking to move it through the air. He's going to let it go. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They keep attacking through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Hunter. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Oh, the attempt is no good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
Well, the upright playing the 12th man on defense, knocking that ball down. That looked like it had a chance to be good.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Finds his man. It's Reed. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is ready to give him a first down. He wants to throw. Fires to the middle. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Let's see what they've got on second down. To the air, it's Holstein. Quickly complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. The pull and throw off the RPO.
And I love working with slot receivers, and you see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Any way you can in your freshman season at quarterback, and he gets it done on the ground. The Panthers will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's caught, it's Williams. And what a throw to get it in there, and they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Looking to scramble. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He'll do it himself. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And the Panthers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. The snap sets up the throw. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Trying to bully their way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, still looking. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. He didn't see anyone open. He said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Stanford overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from Palo Alto, this Cardinal team has to be thrilled with this result. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the Golden Bears brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room. It's up. And it's slipped out. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it. Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. A big gain there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity before the defense gets to the ball.
And here comes play number 6 of the drive. He's looking for an open man on second down. Makes his connection. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Looking to throw it again. Quickly to the tight end. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. New set of downs after that completion. Wants to throw on first down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Looking for space. It's Ott. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And they've converted their first 2 third down opportunities, but a 3rd and long is a different animal. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Golden Bears.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's perfect.
The kick is good.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again.
Set to kick it off.
Coming out with it, it's Goff. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They'll leave it with him. He's there to make the stop.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Back to throw. It's Holstein. Using his legs to buy some time. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Trying to get to it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Pitt will line up to punt it away.
On to punt it away.
This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. Wide out in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Past the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. He's going to pass. Quickly complete. Across the 25, he's got room. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
And get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. The Golden Bears moving quickly to the line. Motion from the offense. Here's the handoff. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. To throw, it's Mendoza. It's complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the run. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
First and goal, California.
From the gun. He makes a grab. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Now on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. And they'll try it again after getting nothing on 2nd down. It's 3rd and goal from the 3. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. No good. And here in the 2nd quarter, we remain all knotted up.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Got it in the middle. It's Williams. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
That's a Panther first down.
They'll give it to the back. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Got his man quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
They'll go to the ground. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. Pitt will have to boot this one away.
On to kick it away.
They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Got his man downfield. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Good enough for a 1st down.
They want to just keep throwing it. He looks that one in nicely.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball a wide receiver. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And with that, they've taken the lead. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Give to the running back. Bulldozes him. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll give it to him again. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They're trying to get to him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Dropping back, it's Holstein. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Pittsburgh. What a fine performance we've seen. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the north side of Pittsburgh.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They start this 3rd quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. You can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Golden Bears get it past the sticks. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The Golden Bears in the hurry-up. Looking for a gap. It's Ott. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He'll try it again. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Nice job by this defense. That's the way to set the tone in the second half. First drive, get them in a 3rd down, get the sack, get the football to your offense. That is how you get back in this game really quickly.
And the Golden Bears will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Lost one deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Fast motion from the offense. Leaves it with the back. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Got his man down the middle. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. From the gun, the running back has it. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. He's got it on the right. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cal! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Rice has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside this building that hosted Super Bowl 8. They're up by 7 over UTSA.
They want to run it left here.
We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Pitt will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Slips through the line. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Red pass, it's complete. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. The incompletion on 1st down. Now they face a 2nd and 10 from the 31. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Got his man to the left. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
Handoff from the shotgun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Grab near the marker. It's Johnson. At the 20, he's got space. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. He's looking to throw it. Starting to feel a little pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Movement here from the tight end. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Quarterback on the keeper. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Pitt!
Well, they go back to the option play. Now this is the second time, Paul, this QB has scored running this scheme offensively.
Yeah, and as a defense, you got to understand when you're playing the option, it's responsibility football. I got to stop my assignment. I can't get caught in somebody else's business. You could tell this defense not really ready for this quarterback run game. They better figure it out, or it's going to be a long game.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They go right back to him. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Golden Bears will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be dragged down. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They go to the ground. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Holstein. They're working that left side. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. He makes a catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. The play-action fake. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Finds his target down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Buys a little time with his feet. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the 4th quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Headed to the end zone. He gets it in. Touchdown, Panthers. Lead in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
24.
He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. He'll pull it on the read. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. Couldn't make the connection on 1st down. Now here on 2nd. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. To the air, it's Mendoza. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Grabs it in the middle. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down, they've got it at the 40. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Hand off from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Underheat, and he gets rid of it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Golden Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. They call it a coffin quarter kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line to pick up a 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Gets away from one, finds some space. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Wide receiver shows motion. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. With the catch, it's Johnson. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Now on 2nd down after the short completion. He's looking to throw. He's got his man, makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Brings it in down the left side. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride. Gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. New Mexico handled its business today, and given what the week was like in Albuquerque, that is saying something. This is a focused group, and it's reflected in that final score. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Fires to the big fella. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Quick strike complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Feeling some heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the tight end. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. The Panthers inside the final minute trying to drain the clock. The run from the shotgun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And they'll take a knee. It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back-to-back L's. It's not the end of the world, though. I still think there's time for this team to figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to finish the season strong. It's not over yet. 2 bad weeks. Flush it down the toilet. Refocus the mechanism. We're ready to rock and roll next week.
It just needs to be about finding a way to win a game right now. In all likelihood, 99.9% chance the college football playoff now is not a possibility anymore. That's okay. Let's worry about winning a game. Let's go back. Let's watch the film. Let's get back to being who we are so we can get this ship right.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another...